my layout. So, as of last week, I bought a Genesis MP15 for $118 without sound. You know, couldn't help myself today. Forked over some cash I got from working, and I bought a Atheran BNSF ST78 number 99271 with Tsunami sound for $246 from the hobby shop. And so let's take a look. See, I got it over there. Turn the headlight on. Bell on. And away she goes. She sounds like an awesome unit. The sound's great. I've been running her in all day since I got her around 11 o'clock this morning at the hobby shop. I know a lot of people have had problems with these units when they got them. You know, I really haven't had any issues at all with number boards missing, handrails off, ditch lights burnt out, none of that. You know, none of that's happened to me. So, I mean, you know, that's a plus. You know, no truck problems at all, no derailing. You know, and I guess that's what you get when you buy online. You know, buyer beware, but I know a lot of you people can't go to a hobby shop and buy this directly, so I mean, you know, it's a problem we all have, but, you know, I bought this from a hobby shop directly. You know, I looked it over, made sure everything was alright, made sure it was running, you know, and didn't have any problems at all. No handrails were all coming out, no glue stains on the window. I've seen pictures of that with glue. People have opened it up and there's been glue all over the windows. So I mean, it's, you know, a great running locomotive. The cool thing about it is that got the right E-bell, the right K5LA horn, I think it's called. The detail on this unit is phenomenal. It overcomes MTH by a long run. I'm gonna say detail. Atheran wins. Sound volume, MTH may win on the loudness of the sound, but the prototypical sounds is more Atheran going. You know, the right horn, that E-bell, you know, just the right dynamic brake sounds. I mean, it's just, you know, everything's good. And then the MTH didn't have dynamic brake sounds anyway, but you know, just a great running unit. You know, I love the way it sounds, looks. You know, and for the money, it's not that bad. You know, you're paying mostly for the detail on the sound. I mean, you know, that's what you're paying for. But I mean, it's a good running unit. Haven't had any problems. Probably going to get another one to run with this one. Just, you know, so I can have two, just for the heck of it, so I can have consist, or I'll run with that Kato executive unit, or that UP, or my CFX, or whatever I have, you know. But I mean, it's a great running unit. You know, you can hear it rev up. You know, speed step 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll leave it at 9. You can hear his bell. Throw it in the dynamics. Hit number 4 on the keypad. So you'll hear it kind of idle down. You know, and then they start the dynamics should kick in here pretty shortly. Give it a second. And then there I think it should start right there. You hear that dynamic? That's the dynamics, so that's a pretty cool feature I like a lot. You know, the MTHs didn't have that, and you know, that's a pretty cool add-on to have. You know, you can picture this, a long coal train winding down grade, you know, with 2 of those on them dynamics. Pretty freaking awesome. But I mean, you know, it's a nice looking unit, and I definitely recommend if you can get your hands on one, and one that's in good condition and good operating, and you know, so just gotta look around, take your time. But I mean, I've had great luck with it since I got it. So yeah, it's a good looking unit, good looking locomotive. So we're gonna wind her down here, bring her down to like speed step 2. Dynamics come off. You hear it rev back up again as I engage the motor. So I mean, it's got that right GE or EMD, whatever the freight is, 710 motor, EMD. But I mean, GE or whatever 710 motor I think it has in it. You know, it's a nice sounding, good running, quality locomotive that I got, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So post some pictures so you can look at it in more detail. And tell me what you think of it, and tell me your stories of what you had, or what happened if you bought one, or how yours is doing, and if you have one. So anyway, tell me what you think. Thanks for watching.